Hey, what's up, everybody? Checking in for another court chat. Just getting done putting in some work. I've been catching up on Orion Tarbin. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He's PsychHack, is his channel name. Go check him out. I spoke about one of his videos in a previous video, but he has a unique perspective, from his educational background in regards to relationships. And I definitely agree with this aspect about who you are versus what you are. Things that you have that allegedly make up who you are versus undeniable traits and characteristics that you have built and disciplined within yourself that make you who you are. So people often value what people are based on the things that they have, not understanding the actual dedication and diligence and work that it took to actually become who they are. It takes a lot of mental fortitude, emotional strength, and physical capability to make it in the world. We might have staved off a lot of the harshness of the world, but make no mistake, the environment that we live in is still harsh and cutthroat. It's continuously going to be competitive driven, whether you want to engage in it or not. And matter of fact, the more people that are opting out are kind of making it easier to overcome certain obstacles because people don't want to do the basic work. You know what I'm saying? You see articles about people that aren't able to cleanse themselves after going to the toilet. And then their solution is to go into a public place, hot tub, and use the jets to clean out a situation that they can't take care of personally. And just no thought about how that affects your greater community as a whole. You want to introduce your problem to the rest of the world because you're choosing not to address it. And then that ties in again, life isn't fair, man. It never has been, it never will be. It's luck of the draw. Born in America, most of you have cell phones, you're watching this on, a portable device. You're pampered. You don't have to go out into a quarry and dig for anything. You're pampered to find so much so that people are often creating mental hardships that don't exist, and then can't overcome mental hardships that they created for themselves. It is what it is, but who I am, you hear me say this a lot. I've been saying this for a couple decades, man. Your boy is vibrant, exciting, and willing to assist, not obligated. I used to feel an obligation to help certain people based on bonds of family and blood. But that was, again, that poor mentality that was keeping me kind of held back from pushing my own self forward. Because I'm down to pick myself up. I'm down to carry myself forward. I have an ambitious drive to help other people, but I had to walk into a wall many times that let me know that I can't put in the work for people. As philanthropic as anybody wants to be, they'll give you all the tools, but if you're in charge of doing the work, man. And that is who a lot of people are. People have so many things, and then once they lose, some people can't pivot on purpose. I've had to pivot my purpose on so many occasions. It's natural, but that's why I have the mentality to move forward, not straight. Because I might have to pick up a new skill set, i.e. this. I started this last year. Moving forward with it though, staying continuous with it, making sure that I'm up, I'm posting, I'm recording, I'm thinking about what I want to present. I'm engaging with an activity that I view as beneficial for me, no matter how it's paying out currently. It's to sharpen and develop a skill set that I already have, and you can see the progress over the 6 months that I've been doing, maybe 9 months. I'm coming close to a year. So I'm vibrant, exciting, and I'm willing to assist. And I made it to a point where I comfortably get to be selfish with that mentality for my purposes. I've been trying to carry, like I said, family members, relationships that, weren't necessarily beneficial. I've been trying to carry things that weren't necessarily my burden to carry because I am naturally kind. Am I naive? Not necessarily. I'm a street kid, but I have that hustle mentality too. So again, you see people trying to help themselves, but at some point people stop. They'll get into it and then they stop because they're not seeing the results that they want right now. I was going through a personal situation, at the night before this. I was a little kind of bummy today. They said I was down at work, hit the gym, work some of that out. Cause again, it just circles back. As much as I want to help people, I can't do it for them. I can't stop them from quitting. I can't make them see the benefit of the future that comes from sticking it out, man. Everything is so superficial. This quest for happiness is the weirdest thing that I've ever dealt with. When I came up with some real users. We were real users and alcoholics, bro. And I overcame that. I didn't succumb to that because I had this desire to actually want more. We would show up to work drunk, hungover, still blasted doo-doo, whatever, and perform. It's not cool, but the overall underlying point, I guess, is that we stay dedicated to the task. Were we 100% on point? No. Like I said, we were hungover. We were still high and shit. But we got up and we went to go to work, man. I see people that aren't even they're not even users, and they're not going to work, and I don't understand it. I was able to clean myself up and cold turkey a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I'm lucky with however my dopamine's hit, or whatever my mental chemistry is, but I'll work through that. I'll identify a problem. I got a whole video talking about my weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Self-awareness on things that I want to work on. And then I'll put foot to ass to make sure that I am being responsible about endeavors that I want to take on for myself so that I can get better and make my weaknesses that much stronger. It really kind of boggles my mind, but man, I got my own place, I got my own car, I have a very few nice things, but the things that I value the most, like I told you, and I have a bunch of life around me that I appreciate nurturing, cultivating, and taking care of. That's where my purpose and passion comes from. I just got lucky enough to have kids and to be in a situation where they weren't stripped from me. Granted, everybody isn't afforded that particular luxury, but I'm lucky in that account. I've been blessed. I've been through personal heartache and pain, man. But I got back up. I keep moving. One foot in front of the other. Keep moving forward, bro. Vibrant, exciting, willing to assist. You got to turn that inward. You got to be willing to assist yourself. You got to be vibrant for you. You got to be exciting for you. I like my job. I get up, I go to work in the morning. I get to greet all my folks. I'm clapping it up at work. I told you my work wife hates that shit. You know? But I'm not letting their misery, I'm overpowering misery with this excitement. Because I won't succumb to outside influences and stimuli like that again. I've been there, I've done that. I told you I had to work at that because it's not in my nature. And I want to say it's not in a lot of people's nature. That's why they're fighting what they know that they should and could be doing. Who are you? And a lot of the people they have things. They have things. More things than they probably need to have. If you can afford a car payment right now, you could have bought a beater and be stacking bread. And maybe that's why, it took me a long time. I was drinking tequila by the bottle. I'm not proud of it, but I was doing it. I was down bad, man, and I stepped away from it. I partied throughout my youth. I had to tell myself that I had problems and stop. Food addiction. I had to stop feeling sorry for myself with food. I had to acknowledge that I'm eating feelings, trying to call myself feeling better about myself, because this is the one place I can seek comfort, because it tastes good. Let me tell you this. I got off on soda a long time ago, but I would still get fed up with water because it's flavorless. It's flavorless, and I didn't like the Vizio or like whatever kind of flavor water that you could put in it, like Crystal Light and whatever shit like that. So I get lemon juice to spice up my water so that I could stay drinking water. I do sparkling water now. Vibrant, exciting, willing to assist, problem solving, critical thinking, stepping outside the box, down to do that, man. What? Take all and again, I had all this taken from me. I went to jail. I had the best time that I could have in there because they couldn't take that mentality from me. Did I go through dark times in there? Definitely. Wrote a letter crying to my daughter, had to write around the teardrops on the page. I still had access to the kitchen though, to the freezer, and I got to eat whatever I want. I was mad taken care of in there. Because I'm vibrant, exciting, willing to assist. I'm not down to pick up bad habits and bad situations. I'm gonna dig in and I'm gonna figure out a way to make it better. That's who I am. That's who I'll choose to be. That's me at my core. Vibrant, exciting, willing to assist, never obligated. Shout out to Psych Hacks, man. I appreciate y'all joining in. Jump on the Wagey train and start conducting yourselves in a manner that will move your lives forward in a prosperous manner. Smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Subscribe, and Wagey's out.